With regulation exam, that includes about 60% tax and about 40% business law, professional responsibilities, auditor liability. As far as tax, that's going to include things like individual tax. With individual tax, that's going to be things like, your 1040. Your individual tax, Schedule 1040. That's your tax return. But it also includes Schedule A, Schedule B, Schedule C, Schedule D, Schedule E, Schedule F. What's Schedule F? Farm income has shown up in the past. So that's your 1040. They like to ask things like a Schedule A. And a Schedule A is your itemized deductions. Those are things you need to commit to memory. What's commit? Charitable contributions, other miscellaneous. Miscellaneous 2%. What is 2%? That's a little bit of 100%. What does that mean? Business deductions, 2106, employee business expense. Investment, tax preparation fees, 2%. Medical, 7.5% medical. Interest, taxes, theft or casualty loss, 10%. So all of those are things you should commit to memory. And again, those are things that you see in your tax class, but again, you'll see later on in life in the CPA exam. We'll have things like corporate tax, things that have shown up in M1, M2 reconciliation. You'll see, and that's an 1120 tax return. An 1120S, S corporations. You'll see a partnerships, estates, trust, gift tax, property, a favorite AMT, alternative minimum tax. All of that shows up as tax. That's part of that 60% of regulation. With law, business law, that includes things like Federal Security Regulations, 1933, 1934 Federal Security Regulations Act. It includes things like auditor liability. What can you get sued for example? Maybe breach of contract, negligence law, fraud law. We have things like professional responsibility and ethics. Then there's a whole bunch of variety of areas: contract, UCC, Uniform Commercial Code, agency law, property, commercial paper, secured transactions, bankruptcy, Chapter 7, Chapter 11, Chapter 13. All of those are areas in the regulation exam. The key is study hard, don't get discouraged. Woo, do a little Michael Jackson walk. Come on down. I've been teaching almost 20 years after I left Deloitte & Touche. I've done this for many, many years, helped thousands and thousands of people accomplish their goal, which is to get through the exam.